Cool. It's working. What is it I'm supposed to say during this time? Oh yeah. I'm gonna post this on the Facebook, so to any of you who find this on Facebook, stream or the post itself, um, I am gonna occasionally stream on here. I have it set up to where it streams on here, on Twitch, on YouTube. So if for some reason you don't use one of those three, you can, I mean, if you don't use just YouTube, which I used to exclusively do this stuff on, you can watch whatever dumb bullshit I stream on Twitch as well. So it's under the same thing. So Facebook, you can find me under Schizoid Angst. And, I don't give a shit where you watch it as long as you watch it. And I'd prefer, if you could, to sub shit. Just follow me on all three, I guess. It'll help my numbers. It'll help me do this dumb bullshit even more. I'm gonna try this game again. It's the last time I kind of rage quit because I kind of fucked up the save to a point where I just kept dying over and over. So that was pretty fucking lame. Let me make sure that the volume's right on this. Oh. There we go. It's better. It's probably pretty good right there. I don't even know if you could hear what I said because of fucking the volume it was at just a second ago. Let me link this up. Tired, sleepy, the usual, you know, the life. That's schizoid life. Probably not going to be on here as long as usual. Probably like an hour and a half. Kind of have one more chill sort of stream. Gotta figure out how to make these things post automatically on my Discord or some shit. Everything's set up to post all kinds of shit automatically everywhere, but not fucking Discord. You can make it so it all shows up on my Twitter, but who the fuck uses that? At least amongst the people that I talk to. Nobody, right? Man. The suffering is endless, folks. Yeah, I don't have any particular topic I want to talk about today, but if anybody wants to jump on the live stream and just bring up whatever, or just watch me play, I don't give a fuck. Just hang out. Hey, gamer. Hello, fellow gamer. I'm gonna try this game again because I rage quit last time. I fucked up my save, but I'm gonna do it right this time. What's up, E-Man? Alright, let's do this again. From the start. I wanna do hard. But I'm actually gonna appropriately save this time so I don't fuck myself over. But now I know kind of what I'm doing, so that's good. Right. I'm a Twitch streamer now, isn't that cool, guys? What's up? Damn, 7 viewers already? Holy shit, that was quick, guys. If whoever's watching right now, if you don't already, if you only watch me because of the Discord or like on YouTube, Follow me on Twitch if you have a Twitch account. Follow me on Facebook if you have Facebook. Any kind of numbers that can kind of increase this shit I'm doing could be helpful. So follow me or whatever on all three of the platforms if you like the kind of garbage I talk about and the such. The eventual goal will be to spend half my time doing serious discussions and then probably half my time doing casual shit like playing video games and then answering any questions about mental fun stuff or just a Zoid perspective on whatever the fuck it is you want me to talk about. I don't really care. Either way, I have a pretty decent time. As long as I'm with you fucks. God, I needed a break today. Shit was rough. Nothing was quite working like it was supposed to, so it was a somewhat frustrating day. Oh, that's right. Let's get the sickle off of these. Nice. What's going on, guys? What's going on in your individual garbage lives that you're willing to discuss? If anything. Trash can lives. We are Stardust, we are golden. Hell yeah, buddy. People always talk about that, like, you know, we're just Stardust, we're just this, we're just cosmic space dust, or whatever. Often my argument to this existential dread aspect of it all is that, our sentience, our power to imagine things, our power to conceive of entire worlds and universes within our own minds, that in itself is far more than space dust, in my opinion. I believe the space dust is just merely in our bodies, perhaps a material aspect of the brain, but consciousness itself is something entirely different, in my opinion. I think that is a diamond in the rough. It is the foremost thing that makes us unique in this world in comparison to so much other bullshit within the materialist universe. That's why I don't really hold my physical body in any particularly high regard, at least outside of you know, sustaining it for the time being. This? Okay, that's fine. Why didn't that work? Oh, no. You can actually dodge bullets in this game. Music might be a bit too loud in contrast with your voice. Okay, let me fuck with that then. 1 second. There. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully it's not too quiet, huh? Still getting used to this whole playing video games and having you guys watch type shit. I want to do it more so I can get used to the concept more, so that I can maybe have like more complex conversations while playing video games. I can somewhat do that now, but I want to get better at it, so that's why I gotta get some practice in, folks. I'm such a horrible aim. I am bad at video games, so sorry about that. Shooters aren't really what I normally play, I'll tell you that. But I like this one just because it's reminds me of Quake, my Quake days. Really? Can't even see the fucking chat. Why is that? Stupid fucking thing. Anyway. So if you guys want me to ramble on about anything in particular, talk to me. If you don't care, then you don't have to say anything, I guess. I'll leave it up to you. You just enjoy hearing my stupid voice. Say nothing. That's just fine as well. Feeling kind of down today. I don't know why. I think it's just been kind of a stressful day. Maybe that's all it is. Fuck you, I'm not dealing. Fucking lost a chunk of health on that one. Come on, you can do better than that, John. Come on, buddy. Oh, loads. Oh, are you serious right now with that? Fucking trash. Yes. I'm gonna sleep European. I need to go to bed. It's approaching midnight GMT +1. To be honest, man, like when it comes to sleep, right, it's pretty random with a lot of us. I mean, for me, I kind of got used to like a more set schedule because I don't really have a choice. So, yeah, having a fam and all that. Come on, bastard. Oh, wow. Wish I was better at video games. There we go. Okay. Oh, got plenty of ammo. I don't know, it's so weird. One thing I've discovered about schizoids is that they don't have a tendency to want to, like, actually... Oh, new sub. Hey, what's up, Wasteland Taxi 22? I didn't see that. They don't have a... What's the word? They don't have a lot to say, which is weird, because I know that they have a lot to think. I know you guys are always thinking about something or another, right? The problem is that you probably don't. You're so used to other people finding whatever you have to say and think about being irrelevant because it doesn't generally apply or isn't quite as relevant to say, you know, social motivators or social things that people tend to find more important on average. But know you're talking to someone who finds those things more important than any other type of question you can ask. Dysthymia. Remind me what that is again. I've read that before. I get it mixed up and I don't want to guess. Which one is that? You could remind me. Why doesn't he die from that? Bullshit. Glad that didn't actually land. Fuck you. God damn, this guy. Mood disorder, kind of a sub of major depressive disorder. I have to look it up, and I don't really feel like doing that right now. Is it like a more consistent low-grade depression? Because if that's the case, that's me all day, all the time. Kind of a low grade. The site. Okay. Doing way better this time around than I did that last time. It's probably because I was having like this big old conversation with somebody. The topic was interesting. I don't know. It's weird. One of the hey, it's just right now because of my mood or whatever. But one of the things that I find is oh, shit, baby's up. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Wonderful. Timing is impeccable, isn't it? Sorry guys, I'll be back talking in a second. I've got to take care of something. Anyway, guys, yeah, just baby woke up at the moment. The usual kind of thing. I got somebody to help me for a bit. There we go. I think we're in the clear. Just waiting. Thank you. Okay. There we go. We are back on track. Man, baby did not nap as long as I thought she would this time around. C'est la vie. This game reminds me of Stalker for some reason. I don't think I ever played it. I heard it's pretty good though. Is it? I don't know. I've heard a few different things about it. That's it, I guess. Alright, so now I'm in a much better place than I was that first time I tried to fucking do this. It's terrible. Oh shit. Wonderful. Okay, well, at least I saved. Alright. I go ahead and have my grenade launcher for this one. Oh, for that one. Of course I have to reload. Fuck. Alright, there's a lot of motherfuckers down there. Okay. I have now discovered this. Holy shit, there's a lot of dudes down there. What? This thing's not bounce? Are you serious? Wow. Wonderful. I think I killed most of the ones down there. Oh, it just goes right through the grate. Great. Wonderful. So if you want to talk anything existential, philosophical, if you want to talk about mental health, oh Jesus Christ, anything of that nature, just tell me what's up. I will not mind. And of blood and fat. Really? Really? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. It's a fucking game. That's kind of bullshit, dude. How am I supposed to know that that's a fucking thing in this game? Jesus Christ, that's some bullshit. Okay. So apparently there's interactive garbage in this game that can damage you severely. Good to know. Good to know a little late. Hey, QQT. How's it going? So that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know what I'm like. I know what I'm doing with this channel. I know the main direction and stuff. I want to take all this in. I know the main kind of quest I'm going on with all this. So that's separate, right? But I also want to have some time to myself, like where I just kind of play some fucking games and just hang out with you guys and just do whatever, you know? It doesn't always have to be some super valuable conversation, does it? And if they happen, I'd like them to happen organically. Sometimes the topical stuff, I'm going to do in more of the, what did I call it? My Schizoid Inks variety hour, Cluster A variety hour. I'm for sure going to do some more of that shit. Don't worry, it's coming. But today I was just in the mood for basically nothing. Kind of what I'm doing right now. Alright, so I don't have to open that. Okay, I guess I don't. Just need the key. It's kind of a bullshit mechanic, like just a random fucking electrical box that will hurt you if you open it without any other reason for existing. Alright. Hello, comrade. Alright, let's see if I can get up there now. This is where I got fucked up last time. Because I did not have enough life. Or enough health or whatever to do any of this. Because I guess there's even kind of meaner bad guys up here. Or what have you. Alright, 100% health. Oh man. Backpack. What's that got? That just gives me a bunch of random ammo and stuff, I'm guessing. Was originally diagnosed NPD with antisocial traits, but I think my personality has morphed to SPD over the past 15 years, loner lifestyle. Maybe, man. Like, sometimes there's misdiagnoses that occur, which sucks. I know a few people that got, like, NPD or, like, other types of stuff, schizotypal or whatever, when, you know, maybe it was, like, a combination of masking or those shit that ended with them. Dude, are you fucking serious with that shit? 25% health? What the fuck? Dude, this game, I'm playing it on hard, but that's kind of ridiculous. Alright. You guys are making this, like, incredibly difficult, aren't you? Alright. Fucking stupid dog chunked me. Alright, let's try that again. Fuck you, dog. Alright, cool. You should play Street Fighter. I do. Oh, I used to. I used to be really into Street Fighter 4. A lot. Look. Spin that shit quick, right? Look at this fucking playground. What a playground, right? What a fucking playground this is. Oh, there he is. What's up, dude? Alright. Anyway, yeah, misdiagnosis sucks, or I mean, I doubt you can transition from one disorder to another. I think that could have been an issue in which you were misdiagnosed because maybe you felt like you had NPD, or I mean, because why were you diagnosed NPD initially, Wasteland? Like, was your behavior like highly manipulative and self-centered and like very like all this other NPD sort of stuff, or was it just because you weren't willing to participate in a bunch of things because you weren't interested, and so that they considered that to be NPD somehow, which is really fucking stupid. But I've heard stories like that before. Wow, my aim is horrendous. Okay. What happens if I do this? Oh, I can actually play. Can they actually go in the hole? I don't think they can, but let's see. Oh, they can. Well, let's see if there's an Easter egg. We'll just keep pushing these around until... Not exactly an actual game of pool over here. I don't even have a Q stick. There we go. That works better actually than just E. See if I can get these all in. I will stand on this fucking table if I need to. That doesn't seem to work well. There we go. Getting there. I'm having more fun doing this than shooting the guys. There we go. Cool. Guess not. Well, let's do the last one. Alright, there we go. Nope. No Easter egg? Nothing? Wow, that's bullshit. Should've given me some like ammo or something. Yeah, just like everything else. You win the game and all you get is disappointment. This guy's just standing in there the whole time. It's funny. Whole time I'm just playing pool or whatever. Break this. Yeah. Damn, them physics though, right? I don't know, it's weird. Like with schizoids and stuff, like should I be grateful that like, oh my god, you guys barely say anything? Is this like what you prefer, at least as far as entertainment goes? So I'm not losing viewers just sitting here quietly, which is pretty funny. Would you guys rather I just shut the fuck up? Just play my stupid game? Oh, whoa, dude. That guy chunked me. Oh my god. All he did was hit me with his stupid little baton. Jesus Christ. Whatever. Alright. There were 6 secrets. I found none of them. Wow. I am a garbage can of a player. I guess I have to dig a little bit harder here. I wouldn't even know what to look for. Jesus, 6 secrets? You know what? Fuck that, guys. Let's do this again. Fuck that. There's 6 secrets? Are you kidding me? I just play it on normal. I like playing it on hard. Fuck that, I'm playing it on hard. Let's start over. We're gonna find all these secrets. Fuck this. 6? Like, how did I not find a single one? That's ridiculous. I can't believe that. Alright, let's see. I don't know what happened there that I found not a single one. Alright. That's just ludicrous that I didn't find a single one. Driving a cab at night, always been rather distrustful of people and a bit misanthropic. Yeah, it doesn't make you a narcissist, dude. Makes you a lot of things, but it doesn't make you a narcissist. It's the annoying part, like, I don't know, man. Especially when you're a schizoid, if you go get help, like, if you get help and stuff, try your best not to mask if you're getting help. The problem is a lot of times when we get help, it's usually in our teen years, and it's people, like, saying that, like, our parents or something, like, putting us through to get help because, you know, you're mentally ill, apparently, if you're not interested in fucking whatever dumb bullshit everyone else is interested in. And because of that reason, you oftentimes get sent to go see somebody or whatever. Of course. You get sent to go see somebody because it seems like you're ill, you know, because you're not interested in whatever's going on. And because of that, you tend to mask the first time you go to therapy or something early on. You'll be masking, you'll be hiding, you'll be pretending you're someone you're not for the purposes of being left alone or whatever other reason. And so then you'll get diagnosed or trick the psychologist into thinking you're this or that instead. Right? Or you don't give them enough information to work with, so they just make all these assumptions about your behavior. And then you get diagnosed with some bullshit you're not. It happens a lot. And then you, but that's because, you know, they didn't actually find you, they didn't actually reach you. So all they did was, you know, come up with a reason, fill in the gap. And that reason doesn't quite apply like they want it to. Okay. There has to be, because the game fucking said there's 6 secrets that I missed. I'm guessing there has to be like walls you can blow up and stuff. Like, see, that looks like you can blow it up, right? So, I mean, let's see. Can I push this barrel over there? Let's see if that works. This is an explosive barrel. It would make a lot of sense that that would make a wall, right? There's a crack there. There we go. Okay, I am a garbage person. Because one time I tried to just blow it up with a grenade, and I guess a grenade doesn't work. I guess you need the explosive barrel, or it didn't do enough damage, or what have you. What? A bullet doesn't kill a fucking rat? I guess commie rats need more than one bullet to take them down. Holy shit. What? Look at this. Oh man, that makes the whole level way easier. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, well this just changes everything. Let's go. Wait a second, 22. Okay, Travis Bickle. Oh, I know. I believe him. It's just funny. He's an actual taxi driver. He's the taxi driver from Taxi Driver. IRL and shit. It's funny. It's actually pretty fucking funny. So funny, man. Oh, again, I'm gonna say it again since I said it last time. If you guys normally follow me on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or whatever, try to follow me on all three. Follow me on all three, it'll just make things easier. It'll help me spread the word. Spread the word of the Zoid. I mean, considering I'm the only active Schizoid streamer, YouTuber, whatever on the face of the fucking earth, I guess it might be handy to do that. You know, just a thought. Just a thought. I'm literally like, that's what blows my fucking mind, dude. That fact alone is, unless there's some other Schizoid YouTuber or slash streamer or whatever that exists somewhere that I'm unaware of, that's like active, participating and doing things. From what I can tell, I'm the only fucking one on Earth, so that just blows my fucking mind, like, completely. Oh, okay, cool. Which one, dude? Tell me another Schizoid. Because I haven't been able to find it. That's the reason I started doing this shit. Because I couldn't find anyone that I could relate to on the internet. There's a few YouTubers that like put stuff up and then like kind of disappeared. There's one in particular that I follow and I'm kind of cool with. If you haven't checked out her channel, what is it? Internet Kindness. Yeah, of course, Internet Kindness. No, I get it. I get it. My bad. I guess I was including streaming. My bad. You're right. Oh, she streams too, though? Oh, that's cool. Well, then me and her. Okay, there's two of us. I am the only male Schizoid YouTuber and streamer on the face of the earth. There, is that better? Yeah, actually, she's been on my stream before. And she's on my server too. But I do run and slash own, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the only very active server in the whole fucking world. That much I could attest to. No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ugh. Can't do this. I'm so bad at these games. Let's try that again. Let's just shotgun our way through. What? Of course he's behind me. Man, I am so fucking bad at video games like this. So out of practice. Forget, like, finding cover and shit like that is not how you play these fucking games anymore. This is fucking Quake. You just run and gun, right? Of course, of course. There we go. I get used to finding cover and shit like that. Alright, here we go. Doggo. Oh, I haven't been looking for secrets. That's not good. This is fucking key. Alright, so this time I will find more secrets, because that was actually a really big find, the SMG or whatever the fuck it is. Either there's another one in there. You get used to it, customers during the day, different ones. Oh really? I'm thinking of moving it to delivery taxi. Arrow job. Or sometimes looks like a great job. Yeah, what kind of jobs do you guys have? I'm actually curious now. Like, what kind of work do you guys do? Like just shout out right there your profession of choice. Curious what you guys are stuck doing. At least at the moment with your lives. I don't know what these corunas are for, but I'm guessing I can buy something with them at some point. Hey, does anyone know how the Streamlabs, like, bits or whatever money-making shit works? Because I'm a fucking boomer. I don't know how any of that shit works. If you guys have watched my stuff before and you enjoy it, and you enjoy the stuff I talk about, I know right now I'm not talking about much, but if you generally enjoy hearing me speak on whatever subject pops up, especially in chat, which is rare, because you guys are usually talking amongst yourselves. Yeah, I have a Patreon, so you can help me out there, or PayPal, or Bitcoin, or whatever. I don't know how the Streamlabs shit works. I'm too fucking old. I gotta figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna sit here. Alright. You gonna get closer, or you're just gonna keep doing that? Alright. Where is he?
What's up?
Hey, what's up? Gabe?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Are you live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm pretty good.
Just fucking do your thing. Why? Does that change anything?
Kind of. Not really. I mean, I was taking a course that I had to test out of, and, like, I finished the whole thing in one day.
You finished what in one day?
Just, like, an entire course. Like, you can test out of things for, like, ACE credit and then transfer it to schools, and
Oh, okay.
I was able to do it because it was an easy course, so that's, like, you know, it's a good thing. What's going on?
What kind of course did you take?
It's on Greek philosophy.
Oh, okay. Did it cost you anything?
$80 for the month, so I can take as many as I want.
That's cool.
So it's pretty dope. What's going on? What's the topic?
Nothing. There's no topic, honestly, today. I'm just fucking playing video games.
Oh.
I'm just kind of fucking around, to be honest, without any kind of aim. If anybody brings up a topic, or if there's something you want to talk about, go for it. Like, I'm honestly just kind of killing time. I'm gonna be on for only a little while anyway.
No.
and I wanted to get used to talking and playing. So that's why I'm kind of doing this, just for practice at the moment.
Hey, you're on Twitch now.
What happened?
Hey, you're a Twitch streamer now.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's something I gotta do, right? I gotta fucking go on different platforms and do shit to make this stuff work. Can't just be like
Yeah, I
whatever I'm
guess. I
comfortable
don't.
with. It's a matter of experimentation and trying out different things, reaching out to peeps. I know. I figure the gaming community probably has more cluster A's, introverts slash schizoids, and all that kind of shit more than anywhere else, right? So it's usually the only place we got to go when we don't want to socialize or do any of that. It's video game garbage.
I don't know. Aren't video games basically just like the Marvel movies nowadays? Like, haven't they all been like
No. Well, I mean,
converted to that?
if you're talking about like AAA games, yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like, but if you're talking about shit like this, like kind of indie games and like indie producers and stuff, no, hell no. There's like plenty of cool shit still. Like I'm playing one right now. This game's awesome, but just it's like an old Quake game, but it's not. Let's see if I can use my other. Yeah, so there's obviously another secret right here that I missed last time, so let's see if that'll work. There we go. Okay. What did I find? Armor? Probably. Alright, cool. So it looks like I'm going to be doing better this next run than the last one.
I'm definitely gonna be able to just
What
plow
happened?
through like a billion courses.
Oh, hey, you know what?
It's gonna be great.
Since I'm on the Discord thing, just in case, hold on.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can,
I'm not watching right now, so I don't know what you've been playing.
oh, I was going to stream it on the Discord so you can check it out if you're bored. I'll do it anyway. There you go. You have something to look at. Who's on here with us? Just me and you? Yeah. Just boring old Gabriel. But to be honest, I'm just doing this to get some practice. Like with the whole, dynamic of it. Figure it takes a little practice. I haven't exactly been speaking and playing video games my whole life. It's usually just playing video games. Oh, fuck. Garbage ass. Oh, of course.
Man, I guess it depends on the game. Like if it's one I play all the time, it's pretty easy to do that. But I
Figure
guess if it's like
shooters are a
like a
little easy.
puzzle.
Anything where it's
Yeah, I mean,
muscle
like a
memory.
shooter's just all reaction.
Yeah. So it's probably way easier than anything else. Like if I'm trying to play a strategy game or something, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this shit unless I've been playing it for a while. Like, but I know what
Oh,
you
play
mean.
some like Age of Empires.
Yeah, like,
Age of
but
Empires
like,
just autopilot that.
yeah, I can. I mean, I can do certain games like that I've played for a long time. But like, I can't start a new game, a new like strat game that I've never tried, and fucking somehow play it and have like any kind of decent conversation. That's
Yeah.
I get caught up in that because I'll find the conversation more interesting than the game. So that's part of the
Yeah,
problem
that's
right
true,
there.
man. I don't know. I want to try to. I don't. I want to take some ridiculous pace for this course because it's like I don't know. Tell me if I'm being unreasonable. I want to finish like 3 years worth of classes in like 10 months.
Nah, you can do it. As long as you don't have anything else going on in your life.
Nope.
Plus, you're probably not looking to ace them. So
I totally am.
why?
Uh, for the joy of it. I don't know.
That's stupid. All right, let's see here. Think about it.
Plus, I should just like put in the minimum. I mean, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
You
and
know?
if that's the case, then yeah, sure. I didn't know that.
Well, it's more just like undergraduate is it's just a plateau, you know. So it's like finish it now and then you get all of the benefits like the second you graduate. You know, like half the degree means absolutely nothing, even just on a resume. So it's like, yeah, got to finish that and then work on grad school and all that. But that's a future me problem.
Future you. Future you's always got problems. Same with me. Future me's always
Got
got something to
99
worry about.
problems.
Oh, not your problem. Not happening yet.
No, I got 99 problems.
And
Uh,
and a bitch ain't one.
oh no, no, definitely not. But I'm trying to make it my problem. Make one.
For
But
sure.
yeah,
That's always a good goal.
I don't like that's not even in my top like 5 or 10 priorities though. So
That's good. Oh, great. I just ate shit right there. Dude, how the fuck do you make these goddamn landmines work properly? Like, I don't know. This game doesn't feel like landmines. Like, I can't even toss the fucking things. Like, yeah, see, it throws a fucking grenade. I should be able to toss the fucking land. But I just gently place them on the floor, which is stupid, considering the type of game this is.
oh, so you know you've actually gone to university and graduate school. So tell me what you think about this.
Yeah.
I want to eventually be a counselor and perhaps a psychologist, but that's kind of a different avenue.
Ooh, I'm
What do you
scared of you.
think
I'm
would
scared of you being a psychologist.
What do you think would kind of synergize best with a psych degree? Because I have the option to double major. Like, would a degree in like a related field like sociology, healthcare be better, or would something like mathematics be better? Because that would help me with like a research based degree.
Um, I think. Honestly, man, like, I can't see you being, just based on your personality, I don't know if I could see you being like a person-to-person therapy slash psychologist or psychiatrist. Like a psychiatrist more likely than a psychologist. And somebody that's doing more research and kind of isolated work on the subject, I think would probably be, you could be really beneficial. But I don't know if outside of, obviously masking up and learning how to fucking do it so extremely well to where it doesn't, drain you and stuff like it kind of sometimes does, because you need a bedside manner and you need to actually have cognitive empathy. I mean, sorry, emotional empathy and strong one to be a proper psychologist, in my opinion. Otherwise, you end up
No,
like,
I can do all that. I mean, that's my main goal, and I mean it's been that way for a long time. So,
oh, okay. I was
um,
just gonna say because I can see you doing plenty of good research. So, I mean, the sociological field, psychology with sociology would probably be like a really good way to, if you're interested in like doing studies, kind of like you were discussing,
mm,
like the idea of doing studies, sociological studies, based on human behavior and psychology, and ways that you can come up with ideas to maybe, I don't know, study certain things so that other people or even yourself could later prescribe stuff that you think could benefit society, I guess, in some regard or another. But I don't know.
yeah.
Sociology is always really interesting to me as a because it's more to be honest. Those sort of studies that they do, like it's more empirical than anything a psychologist does, in my opinion. So
I mean, my main interest really is the counseling aspect.
that's so crazy. That's so fascinating, dude. That's wild to me. Like
Why?
I don't know. Like I never pictured that would be your main interest. Like helping counseling people. Like it just I don't know, maybe I just don't know enough about you. Like I don't know, it just doesn't give me that vibe. But that you would enjoy doing that, like, you know, for life or whatever.
It doesn't have to be a for life thing.
Well, it's a career, man. It's not exactly something you just do for a little while.
Yes, and uh, a
It's not
PhD in psychology allows you to be a researcher and a counselor and
yeah,
like
okay,
all
that's what I'm saying. Like yeah,
so
I
like
could see you being really good at research and data mining and shit like that for sure. I just don't know. I don't know about your bedside manner, man.
bedside manner would be fantastic. How dare you?
What happened?
How dare you? My bedside manner would be fantastic.
Well, yeah, maybe not definitely if you're nothing like you are with us. Yes, sure.
Hey, look, Dr. Todd Grande
Oh,
does
Jesus
counseling,
Christ.
and he is like pure straight faced. So I think if he can do it, I can do it.
So
Like with
you're gonna be a zero
that kind of apply.
transference psychologist?
No, I can do transference. It just means to me, or not that it means nothing. It's that like I can
Hilarious.
get outside of myself. So it's like I can feel things happening to me and just not judge it.
Well,
So it's like,
then again, honestly, anything is possible. I mean, I've been seeing that one psychologist that got famous on the internet because of that fucking Harvard video she did about what is it like hating white people and all that kind of shit. And she's a fucking psychologist with a practice, which is fucking insane. It's so funny to me.
wait, what happened?
There's this I forgot her name. Maybe any of you guys out there know her name or whatever. It was this psychologist that like there's like leaked footage of her. She did some kind of presentation or some kind of Skype call where she was doing some kind of presentation for Harvard or at Harvard or some shit like that. And dude, it's like the most insane shit I've ever heard. It's so funny. Like she's just like she's like cussing, dropping bombs like everywhere, like just talking about how just the usual kind of like over the top activists, like white privilege must be destroyed, kind of like the kind of stuff that makes people hate even thinking about something like CRT because, like, because of people like her, they can't even have a theoretical conversation because she just wants to. I don't know. She sounded fucking bananas and somebody that should definitely not be helping or counseling people. And
Fucking no self awareness of how they sound to people who like
dude,
disagree with them, or even just in the middle. You don't.
Dude, she's fucking crazy. You need to watch it. It's so funny. And then like she got called out for it. Harvard like tried to like get rid of the recording. Somebody leaked it. It was just like a mess, man. Like the shit she was saying was like it went from I'm trying to remember some of the stuff she was saying. It was like, oh yeah, yeah, here I remember now. The premise of her presentation was all white people are psychotic because it requires a certain degree of psychosis to not realize the amount of damage they're doing and not be resentful for almost like their existence. It's like really bad. It's like really bad shit. Like really damaging shit, and it's just so funny, man. And she has a practice. She's like counsel people. I'm like, all right, if this insane bitch can do it, I guess you can too, Gabriel. I guess you can too.
I just think, yeah, like,
What happened?
Doctor. It's kind of thing. It's like if Doctor King would consider someone evil, it's like it's kind of take apart.
I
You know,
can't I can't hear you too well. I think you're eating something or sucking dick. What are you doing?
changes the language. That it's like just have a little self awareness and deal with people in good faith. It's really not that hard.
Yeah, it is, dude. Most people can't do that. What the fuck are you talking about? Because the thing is man, like, okay, I would say a lot of Zoids can have arguments and talk in good faith because maybe partially due to how indifferent we are about taking a specific position on anything. So it's just not interesting enough to take a position that we care enough about. But my point is that like most people can't do that, man. Like most people's opinions and views are tied deeply to their individual biases and interests and self-worth and all kinds of existential shit as well. Like it's people don't do that, man. Oh man, I'm fucked up. That was really bad. Yeah, so what I find really funny is there's a lot of stuff, and see, I don't think even you realize you do it all the time, but there's a lot of stuff that you say like is super easy and should be super easy, but it's not, man. That's not how it is for people. Like, especially non-toys and shit. Like, there's all kinds of shit you're always like saying like, oh, just do this, just do this. That's why I kind of worry about you trying to be a counselor.
Like, I'm not fully trained yet, so you say that.
No,
So
no, but
my
I'm just saying, like that attitude you kind of have of, and it's not an attitude. It's just because the world just seems like that to you. Like things should be a lot easier than they are, and You kind of talk about
It,
stuff in a very nonchalant way that is entirely complicated and really,
well,
really difficult for other people to do.
well, no, I mean, I'll defend my point where it's not hard to act in good
It's
faith.
not.
I mean, the fact that people don't do it gets into all sorts of other issues.
It,
But
it,
like,
it is
in her,
hard for a lot of people because a lot of people don't do it without even realizing they're doing it. That's a thing. Like there's a lot of people.
it's not an innately difficult thing to do.
All right, man. Cool. Then
It's just
it
now
is.
you can say like it's
It is.
easier to follow like some pre-programmed script that you already say that.
I can barely hear you.
I bet
You're
that
kind of cutting off. I don't know if it's your internet or what. You're kind of like lagging up a little bit.
that's
I don't know if it's any better, but like no, like you have a like I always say, like you have a tendency to like, you can make your argument for why you believe it's easy or why it should be easy, but that doesn't really apply to the real world. Your argument,
can you hear me?
huh?
Like just because something is easy in concept doesn't mean it's easy. But I mean, it's
Yeah, that's what I
it's
mean. Like there's a
something
lot of,
literally
you kind of
anyone can do.
you,
Like, I'm not conflating anything.
sometimes it feels like you're conflating concept with reality.
No, I
Okay.
never do that. I mean, just like it's not like I'm not like in the slow class right now. I think where I have to like
No, you're not.
say
But
a
I
word
I
that I
get
have
it.
to
I get it.
explain it.
Maybe we have to differentiate. Maybe it's just a matter of differentiation. Like, cause it,
Like, do I
cause
need a better word? Like, is because uh, like it is entirely possible for everyone to live their life and not get into a fight, you know? But it still happens, you know? Like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
all sorts of things. Like I get it.
No, but I'm talking about like you said, having conversations in good faith. Like, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Like, people constantly have conversations, bad faith conversations, nonstop all the time, and it has oftentimes it has little or nothing to do with their intent. Like they actually believe themselves to be having good faith conversations when they're falling all over themselves in ways that make it not the case, but they don't even realize it. And
Yeah, well, I mean, people aren't educated, you know,
it's
and
not
haven't
even about
like
being educated, man. The most highly educated people I've ever met do the argue in bad faith all the time, man. I mean, like it's just, and they're not even like necessarily aware that they're doing it. That's what's crazy.
I
Like,
mean, it gets into the whole issue of habit and who are you around. You know, it's like if you're a university professor, what's considered normal within your sphere of people is going to be way different than if you're like you work in an oil. It's like your environment does shape your reality,
yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
or it influences it. And I
Yeah,
mean, that gets into habit. You know, like you
yeah.
form little short terms, and it's I don't know.
But what
Well,
I'm,
what are we talking about?
hold on. What I'm trying to like, what I'm speaking on is more like, how do I put this? Like somebody will legitimately believe that they're arguing in good faith, they're using good reason, that they're doing this, they're doing that, like they're making all the, oh shit. They're doing everything possible to moderate their own biases and things like that, and oftentimes it doesn't seem to make a difference because there's a lot of stuff that they don't find acceptable, whether on a subconscious level or otherwise, and so they keep doing the same shit. They keep
Well, just
arguing
because they
about.
think they're arguing in good faith, but like that doesn't mean that they are.
Yeah, that's my point. So it's not easy. That's what I'm trying to describe. This description of it being easy to do so is not for the average person. It is a very difficult thing to do. It is an incredibly difficult thing to do. It's so difficult even that regardless of your intellect, you may go in your entire life without realizing that you're doing it. That's how
The
difficult it
fact
is.
that people don't do it or they have all these habits doesn't mean that the act itself is not easy to do. Like flossing. No one fucking flosses. And they get all sorts of cavities. It is so easy to just floss. You can just do it. It takes 30 seconds. But the fact that people don't do it doesn't mean that it's not easy.
Yeah, okay, you're right. That part is true, but I think that's kind of, I don't think that's a good example of what we're talking about. I don't think flossing is comparable to, somehow
Well,
overriding your
it's an
biases,
act that's
your,
good for you,
huh?
and it's an act that's unambiguously good for you, and people still choose not to do it.
No, but that's the argument there too. Is there's a lot of people that don't even believe it's good for you. On top of that, and your brain, your like literal brain, oftentimes doesn't believe it's good for you, or it causes discomfort and displeasure. It's a sacrifice that you have to make to your ego. And often than not, satisfying your ego feels a lot better than not doing so. And it's kind of a requirement. Like you have to basically face your own ego, override certain things that are kind of built in for the purposes of protecting that ego. And in order to overcome this thing that you're describing as easy, which is easy in the sense that, like, okay, I'll agree with you that it's easy for like schizoids. Yeah, definitely easy for us because we have very little ego to begin with. Like, there's not much there to begin with, so yes. Oh, what? Fucking fell down but didn't die? This motherfucker. Um, so yeah, I would agree in that sense, but, uh, but no, I don't think for the general population that is an easy thing to do. Or I don't even think it's easy to do for most neurotypical individuals, because like even people that I watch, like say on a consistent basis on the internet or whatever. Oh shit. Um, Even people that I watch consistently on the internet that are aware of these things, like, arguing in good faith, they're aware of their biases, they're aware of fallacy, they're aware of like this, they're aware of all these things, these traps they can fall into, and they still catch themselves, like they still find themselves doing it all the time. And the only difference is that they do it less, and that they know they're incorrect down the line. Hindsight being 2020 when they fucked up, but that is a small population, and that requires a certain level of introspection and willing to sacrifice self comfort and ego. Like all that requires a distinct amount of effort. Like that's not something you could just do easily. That is a difficult task. That is a task that takes years to accomplish. But
I don't. I mean, I can't really like. It's this is just basic Socratic reasoning. Like this is just dialectic. Like
yeah, yeah,
keep
I
asking
know.
why.
Yeah.
Like just don't assume the person you're talking to is evil. Like say like, okay, what if they're not evil? What do they mean? Keep asking like, oh, do I understand you correctly? Is that like a fucking
Oh
steel
man.
manning someone? It's
Like
so fucking not hard to
okay,
do.
I man,
Now the
like
fact that people don't do it, it's probably because there's benefits to not doing it in terms
that's
of
my
like someone who's
point. There
doing.
are benefits to not doing it, and
Well, then
a lot.
that means they're making a choice to not do
No, it's not a
because
choice.
they want.
Oftentimes, it
Uh,
isn't a choice, man. It's not. It's not a choice. It's something. It's something they don't even understand they're doing, or they don't even understand the unethical behavior itself. Like, I don't care. Even if you sat down and taught this to people, like on an individual level, they're gonna they're not gonna follow it because it's one not gonna make them feel comfortable because it's gonna
it would
require them.
require them to examine their own lives and admit that they're wrong for 9 tenths
Yeah,
of
and they're
their
not
life.
gonna do that.
Well,
That's
that's a
what.
choice.
No, it's not a choice because to them it doesn't feel like a choice. It feels like what you're trying to do to them is harmful. They feel like, oh yeah, oh fine, it's a choice that they don't want to be harmed in their view. Yes, I guess that part is a choice. If not wanting to be harmed is a choice. Um, and so there's too many defense mechanisms. There's too much shit in the way to to not allow people to do something that you're classifying as so easy. It's easy for me. It's easy for you.
I
I
don't know. I find that when I talk to people one on one, people will get to that level because
oh,
they
okay, in a
fucking pick up on my
vacuum,
vibe where
sure.
it so I mean part of it is like the public nature of things, you know, you're standing in front of people, you're online, you have your reputation to uphold. There's that one. But that's a different thing entirely.
But that's what I'm saying. In a vacuum, it might be easy. Yeah, sure. But we live.
No, I'm not saying it's easy to convince people to change. I'm saying the act itself of doing it is not hard to do. Like
Yeah, because it requires you to change. It requires the prerequisite to do this act you're describing requires a substantial amount of effort and change. Yes, change that is much more difficult for people that aren't that aren't like us, where we're not as ego driven, like because we didn't develop as strong a sense of ego and identity, like, and it's more malleable and the such. Like, oh, fuck you, game. Really.
I think we're talking past each other. I'm
I
not
I
sure.
I
Like,
don't think we are, man. Like, I think you. I don't think I don't. Maybe I'm not explaining myself very well. Um, what I'm saying is there are prerequisites to accomplishing the task that you are describing as easy,
or
right?
you know what? Can I give a different analogy?
Go for it.
Tons of people, New Year's, they want to, you know, their goal is to get in shape and get healthy and this and that. The act of getting into shape and being healthy isn't fundamentally that difficult. Show up a certain amount of times a week, eat a certain amount of the right foods, and do it continuously. It's not technically hard, but
It
that
is
doesn't mean it's
it
not hard
it
to do, right?
getting
Like
getting
to
into
get
shape is hard work, man. It's not. What?
no,
Okay, what is hard?
it doesn't require like it just requires you to do like the similar things and just be
Yeah, it
consistent.
requires
It's not like
discipline. It
it's
requires
not some
yeah,
like
consistency
it's not some
requires
impossible
discipline.
thing. Like it's not like I don't like it seems to me like the way you're describing, tell me if you're wrong, it's that like you're seeing it as like it's a fundamentally impossible thing for most
N-
people to do. With like
No, I didn't say it's impossible. I said it's highly improbable because of the amount of effort and sacrifice it requires. That's what I'm saying. That's why most people don't work out, because working out is hard because it requires discipline. It requires consistency. It requires a sense of responsibility for your body and for the people around you that you have to take care of. It requires a lot of stuff that is really difficult to accomplish for most people, especially in this day and age. Especially
so I
this.
mean we're using the same word to mean different things.
No, I don't understand what you mean. What I'm saying is that something like working out and being healthy requires a lot of effort. It's just that some people are willing to they're willing to do the effort because it's worth it to them. Achieving your goals, like say professionally, it requires a lot of effort.
Like
Becoming
it's
a successful lawyer requires a lot of effort. Uh, Overcoming your sense of ego and always like and attempting to argue in good faith and be knowledgeable of all the factors that you could stumble into and be cognizant of them to the point where you can be consistent and disciplined with that requires a fuck ton of effort. Fuck ton. It's not easy. That's what I'm trying to say. These things are not easy. Like the physical
it,
act of tightrope walking,
it
you could
takes
argue is
effort, but
easy.
it's not some special knowledge. Is kind of what I'm getting at. Like it's something literally everyone could do,
Mm.
right?
I don't understand how that would be possible.
Like like to go back to the exercise analogy, everyone could do it, and fundamentally, running is not like some great skill you have to learn. It's like one foot in front of the other. And there might be reasons why it doesn't fit into someone's life. They have all sorts of other obligations. But that's almost an entirely separate issue.
I don't know that I can separate things the way you're separating them. Like
So is that kind of the issue we have?
I think that might be the issue. I see a lot of interconnectivity between like a lot of this
Because I mean,
stuff.
I separate the act from the concept.
Maybe that's what not what I'm doing, but because that's the thing. Because I can't see it because that is saying it in a vacuum, like that kind of is arguing it in a vacuum. Like that's my point, and I can't go with this vacuum type method. Like I can't. That doesn't make sense to me. Like I can't argue something in a vacuum like that. Like I find that to be like pointless. There's too
Well,
many things that are interconnected in regards to almost any idea or concept that requires effort for me to just be like, oh, the actual act of following Aristotelian moderation and Socratic method is so easy for everyone that everyone should be able to accomplish it in a reasonable amount of time or effort. Like that's
well, I find it useful because you can say, okay, it's not
oh.
technically difficult. So then why don't people do it? That's a better question because then that gets you to actual solutions. You
but
can say,
but
oh,
we know
people
why
don't
people
do it.
don't do it.
Exactly. So like it gets into all sorts of things where it's like, oh, well, if I question this belief, it gets into issues with my family.
Okay, what is
I
hard?
question
What is hard, Gabriel? What's difficult?
that. I'd say creating something new is hard. Doing something that hasn't been done before is hard.
Nah, it's easy. That's easy
Creating
because
something that's actually useful.
yeah.
I don't mean
Oh,
like
useful.
some
Okay, new.
random
I
thing.
was gonna say new is easy because you can just do a slight variation of any act that's already existed, and you're technically making something new. But something new and useful. That could be difficult, but I can think of all kinds of things that are the act of coming up with something new and useful is very easy. That act is insanely easy. Producing it, bringing it to
When you
life, all
create
the
the idea, but then actually implementing,
yeah, but
like I'm sure they thought of the idea of a light bulb long before they did thousands and thousands of trials, right?
yeah. Okay, so we can argue that coming up with an idea is easy for some and definitely not for others. So there's that too. That's not a universal easy thing to do, I guess.
No, not just an idea. I mean, like an actual workable idea. I could create a million like stupid ideas right now,
Okay.
but I mean, like a practicable
Okay.
idea. I
So this what you're describing requires a certain amount of what imagination, fortitude, modesty. God knows the amount of things it requires in order to accomplish it in a proper fashion. Right? So I guess that's
mean,
hard, but what I'm saying is that something like what you're describing is just as difficult. And in fact, you might come up with better ideas if you were able to overcome all the other things that I was describing earlier um, before you attempt to come up with new ideas or whatever. Because then you wouldn't have your own ego as well in the way of all this. But all those things are really hard. And I think there's like okay, this is one of the things that I think schizoids do all the time, and I do it too. So I did it for a long time, so I get it. Fuck this fucking camera thing. Um, is we're what's the word? We're applying our own cognitive framework to the world around us and to society around us, and it's essentially no different than fuck you. Can this thing break? Really? I feel like it's no different than what other people do to us. I feel like
I
these
mean,
like the reason we get so frustrated with the world around us oftentimes as schizoids is because we have this kind of anomalous cognition in the sense that we perceive the world outside of the realm of social motivators and emotional connection. So because of that, the manner in which we learned about our world was through intellect and through other sorts of parts of our brain, I guess. And we develop different types of intuitions that aren't emotional or social intuitions generally. Or if they're socially related, they're still on an intellectual basis. It's not like any social intuitions that like a schizoid may have is because he understands human behavior on an intellectual level, so he knows how to react to things, and not what not to do, what to do on an intellectual level, right? On a cognitive level, not an emotional level. Right? It's not the same kind of intuition that develops, and so um, and so we sit like I've described before. We tend to learn, perceive, and describe the world and events and action in an entirely different way than a person that grew up with all these human connections and emotional connections and things of that nature, right? That didn't have to rely entirely on the intellect. So we can't apply that framework that we live upon, that we live with, upon the neurotypical person that follows general behaviors. So to say something is easy, I feel, is doing that. There are a lot of things that like we don't find easy, right? That other people find incredibly easy. Like if you ask a neurotypical person, uh, say, "Hey, is it easy to fall in love?" They would tell you, "Yes, it is very easy to fall in love." Ask the schizoid if it's easy to fall in love.
I think that if the steps for something are known, it's intrinsically not hard. It might take a lot of time, might take a lot of effort, but
Yeah,
not.
that's hard. These time and effort's hard.
No, it's not.
All right, man.
Okay, I mean, then I guess we have to agree to disagree here. Because,
Yeah, because time and effort is literally an increase in time and effort is what makes something hard.
okay, I mean, by that definition, then I guess I agree. But like, that's not.
I don't know. I don't know how else to describe something being difficult, except that it requires more time, more effort, and then something that's easy, which requires very little time and very little effort. that's that's what I mean. But what I'm saying is that there are
I mean,
things that
I
are
kind of
easy
put
for
it.
us, that are easy
I
for
kind of
us.
separate it into like known versus unknown. Something that you know how to do
Oh.
is easy. Something that you don't know how to do is difficult. So if the steps are known and can be found out, like it's not inherently easy. Well, I don't want to argue definition.
Yeah, no, that's pointless. I get. I don't know. Maybe we just have different definitions of what is hard. Because like something that is easy to one person is what I'm saying is insanely difficult to another. I guess is all I'm trying
Oh,
to say.
and there's different aspects. I mean, hard to implement versus hard to know. Those are different things. Like,
Yeah, that part's true too. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
yeah,
Optimus Primal just said Zoids tend to over intellectualize everything. Yeah, that's our coping mechanism. That's how we deal with life. We over intellectualize everything because that's all we have. It's not even over intellectualization. That's what I would argue, honestly. Like, I don't think we're doing anything wrong. We're just adapting to all we have. It's all we have. That's all we can do is intellectualize things because we can't connect to them in other ways that more human beings generally find easy to do. Oh shit. Fuck my life. Alright, this game is very difficult on hard. And so, yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Like, it feels like some of the stuff that we do, because it's based on intellect, that feels easy to us. To me, it's the same as when a normie or whatever tells us, like, oh, it's easy, you just do this, and it has to do with emotional nuance and emotional development and things like that. Like, something intellectualizing things comes easy to us, so intellectual concepts are easy to us. I think that's what I'm trying to say, and to try to put that on the behavior of human beings as a whole is definitely not going to work. We
I
wouldn't be
think the
so
difference is that like with things like emotions, there's a heavy biological component with like mirror neurons. There's all sorts of thresholds where like if you're not at a certain point in development you're hindered as you're growing up because like it all compounds. It's different than an intellectual thing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's a lot of stuff that people emotionally do on intuitive level that because we're unable to do those things the same way, we end up having to use intellectualization to achieve the same goal. Like to achieve a goal that why the fuck can I get out of this fucking place? To achieve a goal that might come really intuitively, or to the average person. We have to find resources and methods that are intellectualized because we don't have a choice. What the fuck killed me this time? Fucking game, man. Um. So yeah, we end up with like very little choice, but to find new ways. And sometimes those new ways are ways that would be insanely difficult for a person that never needed to find ways of that such because it was just intuitive on emotional or social level. Like most people don't have to study all this philosophy or care to because they go with their gut instincts and their gut feelings, and that generally is a lot lower effort and easier and more comfortable than trying to overcome those things. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
So I think it's just as difficult. I guess one of the things that I would say is that achieving the goal you have in mind that you're describing is almost as difficult to a normal person as what we're trying to do by expanding our emotional range. I think it's just as difficult. It would require a similar amount of effort and discipline and so on and so forth. I think I wouldn't say it's completely the same, but I would say it's similar.
Overcoming automatic reactions can.
So, yeah, what is easy for us is not easy for most. What is easy for them is not easy for us. Man, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this game. Let's see if I can just do this. Of course that doesn't fucking work. It just goes right through the fucking grate. What time is it? I probably gotta go here. But
7.
oh, for you, not for me.
4 o'clock then.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock for me. So I probably gotta get going here because everyone's gonna get home and I gotta take care of some other shit too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm stuck in this game because I have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to go next because I can't find the next key that I'm supposed to find no matter where I fucking swim to. That's driving me kind of nuts. The maps in this game are a little weird. It's a cool game, but there's not much going on in it, to be honest. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, I found my way out. H-Rot. It's like a weird kind of dystopian, what the fuck? Fuck this guy. Hope I got him. Is he dead? It's like a dystopian, like, Czech communist future weird, like, kind of world or something. It's like some kind of, like, Eastern European country or something, kind of that, like, everything got mutated and radiation got everywhere and everything got fucking weird, I guess. It's kind of cool.
So I think I would define difficult as when you're working in the realm of that which is unknown. And I would expand that to, like, there's on the level where you just don't know it. So that could be personally difficult, but choosing not to find existing knowledge is more of a choice, right? But then there's like the unknown unknowns. So I guess that would be kind of the most difficult.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
So with something like developing emotionality within a psychiatric condition that has no study for. I would consider that difficult. Whereas something like learning about things that have been written about for thousands of years wouldn't be on that
Learning's
same
easy.
level,
Learning's
right?
easy. No,
Learning, right? Like,
learning, applying, and learning are entirely different. Yeah, I will agree with you that learning
yeah, I mean, applying
is
is definitely more. I don't think I've ever disagreed with that.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's the part that I'm describing is insanely difficult. Is the application of these concepts.
yeah,
That's
I
oh
never
shit.
disagree with that. Uh,
Well, you never said learn. You said it's easy to do. So you were implying it was easy to practice. See what I'm saying?
uh,
You were saying it's easy to do. It's not easy to do. It's easy to learn. Yeah, it's easy to learn about. There's plenty of shit that's
but
easy
when
to
you
learn
know how
about.
to do it, it's easy to do. Like
No.
that's kind of what you're saying,
No,
right?
no, no, no,
If you
no.
know how to do something, it's easy to do. Like that's kind of
No. You could, doing something, especially when you're in the realm of philosophy and psychology. Fuck no. You know how many psychologists don't do the very things they profess to tell others to do, like with their lives and so on and so forth. Like how many people that are experts in telling people how to live good lives or better lives have shitty lives
in
and make
practice, it
awful
is very
decisions.
easy. It is very easy to quit smoking. All you do is you don't smoke, right? Like there, but that's obviously some
No, no, stating
like
it is
gross,
easy. Stating it easy. Doing it,
like
no.
just don't
It
smoke,
requires you to
right? Like
suffer.
exactly. Like I'm
That's
saying, like
doing
there's different
something.
levels to this shit.
Suffering is doing something. You're suffering. That's something you're doing. You're
You're not
choosing to
suffering. You're letting
suffer.
your brain
You're
return
choosing.
to.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you change the way, describe the way it sounds. It's suffering. It requires a person to suffer, to make the choice to suffer, to have the discipline to continue suffering, in order and not just alleviate themselves when opportunity rises. That is hard. Suffering by choice is very, very difficult. Yes.
I mean, it's emotionally like there's problems with it that way, but like
Yeah,
the act itself is
exactly.
not hard to do. Just don't do it.
Oh my god, you don't
I know I'm delving
understand.
into just say no territory, but there's a fucking
No,
kernel of
dude,
truth
it
there.
doesn't work that way.
Like,
That's fucking dumb, dude. God, that's what I hate. Like, if it was that easy, they would just like the
it's
tobacco company
basically
would just
not
go
that
under.
easy.
The tobacco company would fucking just go under. There'd be no fucking. There wouldn't
Well,
be
I
any
mean, it is
movies
and it
like.
isn't.
There wouldn't be any movies like "Thank You for Smoking," and if it is, it has nothing to do with the easiness of it. There's more people creating things to make it easier. Yes, like vaping and such, I guess. So there's options now that makes it easier. But so maybe eventually it will become easy, but it's not quite there yet, man. And it's that we're closer to a world where people stop smoking than we are to a world where people stop using bad faith in order to protect their
I
egos.
I feel like the way you're defining like easy versus difficult is like painful or painless.
No, effort or effortless, like effort. It's based on effort. It's based on effort. So enduring pain and like consciously enduring pain to achieve a goal is effort. It requires effort.
Tons of things require effort that are easy.
I mean, I guess strain, I guess is a better word. I'm done playing this shit. But strain perhaps? Like I guess isn't maybe it's a better word. These fuckers are teleporting now? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm done with this. I'll just leave it up so I don't have to change my description thing. But nah, man, I don't know, man. I can't vibe with what you're trying to tell me here. Like I don't know, maybe I'm missing the
Well,
point.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like it's not.
It's hard, man. I think you're just right now Maybe you're not somewhere where you can see what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I would have agreed with you. I probably would have agreed with you like a few years ago.
I understand what you're saying. It's just that
Okay,
you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. How am I wrong? You haven't told me why
I
I'm
mean, you're not
wrong.
wrong. You're focusing on a very narrow aspect of what I'm saying.
Okay, is having a baby hard? Is birthing a child hard?
Not technically. It's an automatic process. It's not like it's painful, right? You got to make
Having
sure
wait,
you
no, no,
get
a
all your
birthing a
nutrition.
child,
Like
like birthing, like giving
it's a
birth.
fucking automatic process that billions and billions of people have done. It happens automatically. It's not like it's painful. It takes effort. It can do damage. It can
Okay,
take
I
strain.
think this is a
It's still
definition
not
thing. I
like
think
a
this is a
hard thing to
definition
do.
thing. I think this is a definition thing.
Like if
Um,
everyone can do something, it's not hard.
no, just because you don't have a choice makes it doesn't make it easy. Like once you're pregnant, you know the process. I get it. It's gonna happen with or without you. But guess what? There's plenty of people having abortions now, so there's that. So,
So I
but
mean, you're just using an aberrant definition of the word hard. So I don't know,
yeah,
like how this can be fruitful.
I'm trying to figure out. Maybe there's a different word we can. Maybe hard is not the right word. Hey, can anybody in
Like,
chat? Because I gotta go.
like
But can anybody in chat
it
come
is
out with a
so
word?
easy to it's so easy to sign my name. It still took a lot of time to
Sign your
develop the
name?
penmanship and yeah,
Oh, I
but
just my signatures look like jack shit. I don't really even care.
it took so many years to learn basic letters and then cursive and this and that. But like I can still automatically sign my name. It's
Yeah,
easy. It
yeah,
doesn't
but
matter the steps that went into it. It's still easy
I
to sign my
just
name.
because then it sounds like you can say it just sounds so relative. Like it sounds like I could say that, you know, writing writing in a book is easy. Like just writing an entire book on a complex subject is easy because all it takes is for you to gather all the research and sit down and type it, and technically because
It'll take a lot of time,
and effort,
so
it's
it'll take a lot of effort.
so, but that's what makes
It's
it
not an
difficult.
undoable thing. Like
That's
it's not. Anyone can write a book. Millions of idiots write books.
writing
I
a
mean,
good
it's
book,
hard to write
maybe.
a good book. So that's probably where it is. Writing a good book is hard, right? Like most
Writing a good
publishers,
book is hard. Yes.
like most people who publish a book, it's either like you write 50 books or you write one book. You know what I mean? Like the people who are really good pump out books and all the publishers want them. Everyone else who has some dumb book that no one cares about, they only write one,
Okay. So
right?
yes, writing a book is. So you're saying writing a book is easy. Writing a good book is hard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a better definition of hard is something that which like most people cannot do if they wanted to.
But there's a lot of stuff that, huh? Because I think about it too. Because there's a lot of stuff that's some people find easy, but other people can't do. But yet that would, by your definition, it would still be hard. Like some people find performing on stage very easy. Most people cannot do that. So
Mhm.
is it hard?
For them, no.
But no, but as an act, how do we describe it?
I mean, if it's something that's unlearnable, like then yeah, it's hard. If it's something that you can really only discover through trial and error, that might be hard.
Okay,
Maybe not
so the
though,
thing
because that
you're
would be
describing, putting into practice, good faith argumentation, is hard, even by your definition. Then.
not really, because
Oh.
there's thousands of years of books written on this
No,
shit.
no, 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 no. Learning about it is easy. Implementing it in your life is hard.
Yeah, I never disagreed with that. I don't think.
But because that was the problem. You initially started this whole discussion by
Okay,
saying that it was easy to do. You didn't say learning about it was easy to do. You said Applying it was easy to do.
Like it's fundamentally like once you've learned something, it's not hard to
No.
apply it.
Now you're just going
So
back on what you said.
well, I don't know. I'm trying to get a consistent definition
You're
of
you're
what
you're
it
killing
means
me
to be
here,
hard.
man. Because like I
So like,
separated it for you, and then now you're going back and changing it. You just said learning about it is easy, implementing it is hard. You don't disagree
it
with me.
can be hard for someone.
If we're
Like,
talking generally, it's hard.
oh, generally speaking, then no, it's not.
Generally speaking,
I
for the
guess
human population, it's a
generally
it's an
speaking,
easy
like
thing to do.
nothing's hard. Like, but
Implementing this is easy for most human beings. Is what you're is that what you're saying now?
I'm saying it could be easy.
No. No, we couldn't. I guess maybe if you like hardwire their brains and fucking give people like, do all kinds of fucking weird shit to their
Yeah, I mean,
genetics.
part
Yeah,
of it
sure.
gets into like, what skill trees do you spec into? You know, like you only have so many hours in your life, but
Okay, yeah, but people
that's a
generally don't
different analysis.
spec into. What I'm saying is, like, people, even the smartest people, if they're neurotypical, don't spec into this thing that you're describing as easy. Look how many fucking high IQ, intelligent individuals out there still fall into these traps all the fucking time. Because their elephant, their ego, is constantly at battle with them. So, no, it is not easy. I'm never going to agree to that. Because I'm talking in generalities. If we're talking in generalities, it is not easy. Is it easy for Gabriel? Maybe. Is it easy for me? Maybe. Is it easy for a lot of Zoids? Probably. Is it easy for a lot of people that are emotionally and socially disconnected? Yes. And have a lack of identity? Yes, I would say it's a lot easier. Because we're
It
not
becomes hard when
motivated.
you're talking about specifics. When you're talking in generalities, technically nothing is difficult. Like not
Talking
nothing, but
about general
like almost
population,
nothing.
it is difficult for most human beings. I would say the vast majority of humanity is incapable, almost incapable, or unwilling. I'm not going to say incapable, unwilling, because unwilling and partially incapable, actually, yes. Unwilling and partially incapable of achieving this goal you're describing. So, thus, it
Well,
is generally difficult.
I'm not sure about the incapable part.
Maybe. No, honestly, that some are incapable. I think some are incapable. I think most are unwilling. And part of the reason they're not willing is because they don't want to endure suffering, and they don't want to damage their ego. So basically, you're like, to me, it sounds like you're saying that overcoming the ego is easy. Which for,
Not what I'm saying.
I mean, that's what it would require
It wouldn't. Like,
to a point. Like it would
it's not like
require.
you don't have to totally dissolve your
No, I
ego to
didn't
be
say dissolve. I
dispassionate.
did
Like
not say
in a
dissolve. To have control
okay.
over your ego. To have control over the ego is not something most people can do.
If it's not something they do, that's one thing. If it's something they choose not to do, that's one thing. If it's something they're not capable of doing, then I guess it would be hard.
Because and you know why they choose
So,
not to do it?
because they don't want
Because
to,
it's
because it would
hard.
make
Because it's hard. People don't like doing shit that's
no,
hard.
no, they don't want to because it's a fucking consequentialist
Because it's
thing where you don't really get too
hard.
many benefits
Oh
from
my
doing it.
god.
You get more benefits from maintaining the status quo.
Have you ever heard of people like choosing the easy path, the easy way? Because it
Well,
gets
that's
them.
just fucking cowardice and laziness, and like that doesn't.
That's most people. That's
But
most
you don't
people.
have to be that way. You can literally just choose not to.
Overcoming that is hard. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're killing me, man. I gotta go. I really have to go.
Okay, you know, we'll
But I
just
had
give it
fun.
a lower cage case for
Yeah,
hard and
this is a
whatever
fun
you saying
topic.
is
That was a fun
attractive.
topic. Thank you for actually jumping on because I did have fun. That was enjoyable.
Yeah,
I got frustrated with the game again. I don't think I'm gonna continue that one. It's too bad. I kind of like the I like the aesthetic of it, but I don't like the gameplay. The gameplay kind of sucks. The aesthetic is good. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. For anybody still listening, and if you haven't, give me your fucking money. Stop spending it on hentai. And just give it to me instead. Patreon, PayPal, Bitcoin, blah blah blah, all that shit. And if somebody can email me or tell me how this fucking Streamlabs shit works, I gotta figure it out. Just taking the time to do it is so hard. Barely have time to do this shit. You have a nice night too, or whatever, Wasteland. Oh, I hope it was a good time. I hope it wasn't a total bad time. Yeah. Either one of you, if you don't already give me your money, do so.